with us on this beautiful Saturday, where I'm just coming with a couple of speakers from amazing interview series that we are going to dive into a very cool topic of visibility, because predictable income, it's visibility plus some other things that we can actually discover in order to tap to how we can have more consistent clients and consistent income in our business. But before we dive in, I just wanted to say that this is interview series, and if you haven't registered yet, this is your invitation. Because if you're watching this live and you're wondering what this is all about, just click on the button and register. And you do not have to be anywhere in the specific time, in the specific place. All you're going to unlock is just the opportunity to receive the interviews, 2 interviews per day, into your inbox, so you can watch and see who resonates with you. What do you want more of? Strategy, visibility, mindset. I got it all with all my amazing speakers, because everybody has their own expertise. And I'm super, super excited today to introduce my 2 amazing speakers. All right. We start with Mimi, because I know Mimi is supposed to leave soon. Mimi, just tell a little bit about yourself, who you are helping.
So I help overwhelmed entrepreneurs by taking all the administration off their plate so they don't have to worry about it while they go out and do what they love.
I love that. Beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Do you want me to share my talk and all that stuff now too?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So because I'm so great at admin, I actually wrote a book about time management called Success Without Stress. Time management to gain freedom from overwhelm. And that's what I talk about in my talk. The book is also on Amazon if people want to get it. But my talk talks about how to structure your time, because we all only have 24 hours in a day. Nobody successful got a bonus, right? So it's how to structure your time in a way that gives you the lifestyle that you want.
I love that. And I just want to acknowledge Sandra, who showed up on our live. It's great to see you. Welcome. And just, like interact with us, participate. If you have anything to share or you have questions, you are very welcome. Thank you so much, Mimi. And Dr. Pat, tell about yourself.
Hello, ladies, and hello, viewers. How are you all today? I am Dr. Patricia Rogers, and I am a visibility strategist. I am the CEO of Unity in Service, where people need people. And my topic for this summit is the number one mistake entrepreneurs make. And we'll jump into that a little bit later. And what I do in Unity in Service, I've been in business for over a decade. And what I do is we provide a speaking platform so that entrepreneurs can speak to more than one person at a time. You speak, we fill the seats. So we do the heavy lifting for our entrepreneurs. We promote you across social media to make sure that you get more visibility on your brand when you're a speaker at our events. We also give you a copy of the email list of attendees so that you can import them into your system and follow up expeditiously. And of course, all of our speakers use a virtual background, because our events, which are virtual, are not just an event. Our events is an experience. That's my story. I'm sticking
I
to it.
love that.
Over to
I
you,
love
Armin.
that. Yes. Can you just, and today, if you are watching and you haven't registered yet, register for the summit, because today Pat Talk is live. So this is exactly what you want to find out. What is that number one mistake that a lot of business owners are making? It's super powerful. And what was your free gift, Dr. Pat, that you are going to have for attendees?
My free gift is going to be a complimentary guide, and it's about public speaking for success. And they can get that at drpatriciarogers.com. And the link is in the comment section and of my
Beautiful. And they
description.
have to register in order to claim that gift. That's the whole beauty, like we have the range of amazing free gifts, value over $5,000. Each expert contributes, but you gotta be playing with us so you can receive everything. So thank you so much. Let's just dive in, because I love the topic for today, because it's all about how do we generate predictable income? And we want to talk more about visibility, right? Because, like you said, Dr. Pat, you are visibility expert, same as me, because I'm also providing the virtual stages. And that's exactly why we are doing this event, right? It's all about collaborative effort, because people who need our message, they already exist. There are already clients who want to work with us. They are simply in someone else's audience. So a lot of times, many coaches, healers, or entrepreneurs believe they need to create predictable income by themselves. That's why they are working on more content, on more posting, on more effort, on more hustle. But when you start looking behind many successful businesses, you start seeing something else. It's all about collaborations, it's all about referrals, partnerships, introductions, communities, because visibility isn't a solo sport. And predictable income really doesn't grow in isolation. So, predictable income begins with visibility. Before someone can hire us or refer us or invite us or collaborate with us, they first have to know that we exist. And visibility is often the first step in the predictable income journey. So when there is no visibility, there are no conversations. If there are no conversations, there are no clients. So you don't have to build that visibility alone. This is where many business owners fail. They think that I have to grow my audience myself, but one collaboration can actually put you in front of hundreds or thousands of new people. It could be one interview, it could be one summit, it could be one podcast, one strategic partnership, and visibility starts expanding faster when we grow together. Right. And that's where we develop these relationships, because these relationships are going to create the income. All right. So now I would love to dive in into that and talk more. Okay, Dr. Pat, let's start with you. Oh, actually, let's start with Mimi, because I know she has to jump, and then we can continue the
Oh, okay.
conversation if you don't
Okay,
mind.
that makes sense.
Okay, Mimi. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Pat. So, based on what you said, it's really so important to be in community, because human being was made actually to be in human community. That's really the being. So, in the old days, we used to think that clients are just going to come to us because that's how we were brought up thinking about corporate. But now that we're in entrepreneurship, we are what we envisioned corporate being, and now it's for us to go out there and make the contacts. And we have so many fantastic different ways, whether it's through summits, through networking events, all that different kind of thing. And we have so many programs. You have referrals, you have third party referrals, people that can refer you all around. Those kinds of things were not present 25 years ago. Those are new things for the here and now. And it's so important to take advantage of them as an entrepreneur and create the community that you want to service.
I love that, right? And again, if somebody is still doing the business alone, we were not to prosper alone, because it's going to be a long, long way. And just think about it. I always say that the most valuable resource we have is time.
Yeah.
Even money can't buy back the time. So if we talk about collaborations, being in front of other audiences, that's why we are doing this summit right now. That's why Dr. Pat does her events, right? Again, we got to collaborate. That's why Mimi also has her events. So the idea is, when we come together and we are leveraging each other audience, because I might have in my email list people who are not resonating with me, but they resonate more with Mimi or Dr. Pat, or their audiences might be resonating more with me. So there is no lack in this universe, because a lot of people saying, "Oh, why would I have to share?" Because like I have people on my email list and they are going to be on your list now. But just understand that this is exactly the beauty of collaboration, because not everybody is for us, but we know that other audiences have the people who might be working with us, right? So once we understand the whole beauty of collaboration, and how it all works out, then we understand that we have so much power that we are not tapping in, right? So again, it's just understanding the core. If you are not showing up with somebody else, like doing the lives together, it could be just another person that you're doing it together. If you are not doing some kind of collaborative events, because that's exactly when you are merging the audiences of both people, and that's when you create more visibility and you expand on your um, attention, and people that connecting with you will be working with you, will become your clients. All right, Dr. Pat, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, thank you for having us today. I'm excited to be here. And you hit on a lot of actually you tapped a lot of main points. And both of you talked about community and coming together and getting more done when we work together. And that's absolutely true because our audiences expand, of course, when we can collaborate. And I love what you said when you said that there's enough people to go around for everybody. So what we have to do though is find though that what I call that sweet spot, because there's so many places that we can network. We have to find those platforms that suits and is in alignment with what we are trying to do and trying to achieve. And when I say that, because when I find those groups or communities that work for me, that assist me on my journey and give me all the tools and things that I need, I stay visible in those groups. I stay long enough for them to connect with me. First of all, they have to see me, they have to hear me, and then they will get to know me. And as they get to know me, then guess what happens? They start to trust me and start investing in my services. And that has been my experience for over the past 10 years. And this is what I teach in my events. This is what I teach my clients because it works. It works. It works. It's as simple as that. But today I do want to talk about that, my topic. The number one mistake that I,
Don't talk too much because people have to register to listen to your interviews. So
oh,
you can share one,
okay.
tease them with one thing. So it would be more for them, they would be more curious to sign up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you told me because I was getting ready to go in, girl. Okay, so the number one mistake, can I tell them what it is? I'm going to say this. The number one mistake that entrepreneurs make is they stay silent about your brilliance. And some people call that self serving. But at the end of the day, if you don't toot your own horn, then nobody else is going to toot it for you because they're too busy tooting their own horn. So with that, I guess I can stop there because there's a lot more to come. There are reasons why we should not stay silent. There are other reasons why we are not visible. And we're going to give you those solutions when you hear our message, our presentation. We're going to go deep, we're going to dive deep, and we're going to give you the answers to why and what you need to do to stay visible in this virtual world. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
This is so beautiful. And I just want the opportunity given to Mimi to say something because she has to jump in 2 minutes and we can continue, Dr. Pat. So, Mimi, would you like to add anything else from everything we already kind of sharing? And I just wanted to say to ladies who are jumping in and, commenting, appreciate you that you are participating in this beautiful experience in this life. Mimi, anything else you wanted to share?
Yes. So there's one thing I didn't say in my talk, and I'm going to say it here. We all have a memory, and we rely on our memory. And we go through our days saying, I better remember to, I better remember to, I better remember to. And the top 10 guidelines that are part of my free gift will support you with getting rid of that I better remember to, so that you have it all in a place where you need it and want it and can access it with ease.
So beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I look
Yes.
forward to seeing you at the next one.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mimi. All right. Dr. Pat, let's continue the conversation because I wanted to take it to another level so people really understand what it means to collaborate with other. Since we are both providing the virtual stages and you also do the in-person, I'm just working strictly from online spacing. I just wanted to bring something that both of us actually can teach people how to run these kind of events because everybody is looking for the virtual stages to be in. And that's exactly what we are teaching others because um, I don't know how in your experience, in my experience, after I run each of these summits, people, even experts showing up and ask me, how do you do that? And can you teach me? And that's how I started to teach them, right? Because again, there are so many beautiful and gifted people who want to express, who want to be visible, and that's why we are providing these stages and spaces. And everything happens through people, right? Because trust travels through people. When someone comes to our stage and they introduce us to their audiences, trust often comes with the introduction. People are more willing to listen because someone they already know and respect opened the door. So that's when trust accelerates that opportunity and opportunities start accelerating the income. All right, go ahead.
So you want me to elaborate on? No, I'm
Yes, just
glad you
say
brought
yes.
that
Yeah,
up.
how important it is to be on other stages and how it's actually growing our income and our clients.
It's very important to be on other stages. Again, like I said earlier, you can reach more people at one time. Public speaking is the best way to grow your network and to grow your to sell your products. Because again, like I said, when people start believing in you, when they see you enough and you're consistent with showing up, then what happens is that they start to invest in your product and services. As it relates to events and how to bring those events together, we will be hosting an event coming up on the 26th, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about: how we take Zoom and Eventbrite and other systems such as AI, and we bring those all together so that we can have an set up an event that is smoothly ran by the systems. And systems are definitely a number one process that we all should be using. Because if we learn how to use the systems, then those systems are really going to bring things together smoothly for us as we host events, which is a prime example of what you and I being here on StreamYard. You was
Yep.
able to give us tips. Well, do this and do that and do that because this system works best for you. However, other systems may work best for each other, and it takes us right back to community. So when I have me together, you together, other people who host events. Now we're all learning from each other. We're growing together, and we're definitely raising our level of authority as well as increasing our network. So we will definitely be talking about that at the upcoming event on June the 26th. And I want to say hello to my team members for dropping in and say hello to them. I see them popping in, and those are the ones that keep you visible on social media. Our social media team, a couple of those ladies here on our social media team, and they make sure that Unity and Service stays visible morning, noonday, and night. And that's another thing I
Mm-hmm.
want to tap into: consistency. If we make a
Mm-hmm.
commitment to be someplace, I should not say, "Well, I'm that's just for me. I'm just going there because this is what I teach," and not stepping on anybody's toes. But if I made a commitment to be here today, everything else that comes up later is secondary
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm. I
cannot
love
be
that.
in two places at one time. And because people are always watching me, because we are leaders, they're watching us, they're watching our disciplines because they're trying to find that person who can guide them right into their destiny. So our disciplines are very important as it relates to connecting with other people. Sometimes we take that lightly. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to stress that because that has a lot to do with how we show up and how we impact the lives of other people. So A commitment is a commitment. And when we stay committed to whatever it is that we commit to, if we leave too soon, we just might miss the message. We might miss that one
Totally.
tip that may take us to the next level. That's my story. Over to you.
I
I'm
love that. And I just wanted to touch on the network behind predictable income, because when a lot of business owners, coaches, and healers, they think about predictable income, they often think about funnels, offers, marketing. Even though these pieces matter, but behind many successful businesses is a strong network of people who know you, who trust you, who recommend you, who invite you, who support you. So your network can become one of the most valuable assets in your business. So that's exactly what I wanted to touch upon. And again, if you are still doing everything alone, this is our invitation. Join the summit and discover what can be done differently through collaborations, through different experiences, so you can actually tap to that predictable income. So you can actually plan for your life rather than just, like 1 month you have the client, you close the client, you are happy, and then you are not knowing where the next client is coming from. That summit is designed for you to tap from different perspectives, how we look at it. And there are many pieces of the puzzle, but once you put them together, it becomes a beautiful masterpiece. So definitely register for that, definitely connect to that, and start actually tuning in and understand how it all works. Would you like to add something, Dr. Pat? Oh, you're on mute.
okay. Thank you. About events, like I said, a lot of events are free, but there are some events that's for a fee because events are a business. We have to do a lot of the back work, and I'm sure you know that we have to do all the back stuff, and that's where the work comes in at being organized. We have to organize with precision. We have to make sure all the speakers get the content and assets that they need, and before we can give them the assets, it has to be created. And I'm saying this because there are some people who will not don't think that it's important for them to invest in events or conferences or summits that cost money. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to impress upon them that you are your biggest investment. And if you can't pay $27 for a VIP package or $15 for a complimentary ticket, which is virtual, and in person in some cases is $97, maybe 120 something dollars, depending on the value that you are receiving. But I think sometimes that people miss it. And I want to add to that by saying this. If I have speakers on my platform, Irina, and they're selling a product, they want people to buy their product. But yet
Mm-hmm.
there are some people who would not pay for a $10 or $15, $27, whatever ticket or VIP package, but yet they want people to buy their product.
Exactly. Be the first client you want to, attract to yourself. If you are not willing to invest in yourself, that lack is going to be staying with you, and you are not going to attract the clients who are paying you what you desire. Again, first and foremost, be that client, meaning that invest in yourself, continue participating, continue be a part of coaching, a part of some kind of mastermind, a part of these different collaborations. Yes, you are the biggest investment, as Dr. Pat said. So I just wanted to wrap up. It's like such a great conversation. I just wanted to say that please register for the summit, because you can tap into that predictable income from many angles, and you'll definitely find something that is for you. Because again, there are different strategies, there are different ways to actually create the pathway for predictable income, but you are the one to discover what really works for you. And visibility isn't about becoming famous, it's about becoming known by the people you are here to serve.
That's right.
And one of the fastest ways to create more visibility, more opportunities, and more predictable income isn't by doing everything yourself. It's by building these meaningful relationships and growing alongside others, because visibility isn't a solo sport, and neither is a predictable income.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat, and everyone who was participating. If you're watching in the replay, comment replay. And the most important thing, share this episode. If you know somebody who might benefit from that, please share, because you never know who you're going to help. Maybe somebody right now is asking the universe, how can I tap to more predictable income in my business? And you, by sharing that, you are actually going to give them that opportunity and register for the summit, because again, it's a wonderful event, and all it takes for you is just make the decision to register. All right, thank you so much, and check out Dr. Pat interview. It's going live today on the interviews. Take
Awesome.
care.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye bye.